$7 in revenue for every $1 in ad spend, and I was still too scared to raise the budgets. Let me tell you about it. So at the time, we had found a great product market fit. There was little competition, there was tons of demand, and what we saw early on was incredible results. On average, a $300 product, we had a CPA of about $40. So basically, for every $40 in ad spend, we were selling a $300 product. Mind you, that's not $300 of profit, that's $300 of revenue, and you still have to subtract your product costs, logistics, and your fixed costs, but it was still a highly profitable ROAS. And at that point, we had a daily budget of $100 per day. And it was really scary to raise it past that point. It was still early on in the business, and we were still thinking in terms of real life money. So what I mean by that is $100 a day means $3,000 a month. That was like triple what I was paying for rent at that time. And it's a scary thought, right? You don't want to lose triple rent in a month. But the best way to look at it would be to acknowledge that platforms like Google Ads, Meta Ads, they have great reporting if you set it up correctly. And the turnaround time to purchase something from the time someone sees an ad to the time they buy on an e-commerce product, it's usually in the range of like 1 to 3 days. So you get a pretty short and fast feedback loop in terms of what that return on ad spend is looking like. You have the ability to look at your numbers and titrate your budgets up and down. And I was just still too scared to actually put trust in those numbers, and I was scared to take it past that arbitrary $100 a day. We ended up getting really lucky because a team from Google reached out to us and they were like, hey, we see your early results. We want to help you spend more on Google Ads and we're going to help you grow your business. And these three people did a deep dive into our business and they basically convinced us to take our daily budgets from $100 a day up to $1,000 a day within the span of a few weeks. And believe it or not, our ROAS stayed pretty damn close to that 7x, even as we scaled up, which means we were missing out on a ton of opportunity just because of arbitrary limits we had set on ourselves. So the lesson here is take a close look at the numbers in your ads dashboards. Make sure you can trust those numbers. And as long as you've set up your tracking properly, you should trust those numbers and you should be willing to scale up your ads even to numbers that make you a little bit uncomfortable, but just keep a close eye on it and make sure nothing goes off the rails. And if you want a detailed lesson on unit economics, calculating your break-even ROAS, and learning how to monitor your ads to titrate them up and down, make sure you follow along because I'll be posting a detailed video on that within the next week. I was making back